Yo, what's up guys? Welcome for part 2 of the ORAS NU Road to Top 10. This time we're going to be using a CB Torterra team, Choice Banded Torterra that my boy Tony Flagon passed me. So big shouts to him. Let us just look for a battle right away. If you guys missed the previous episode, there is a playlist down below in the description. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Of course, if you are hyped or excited, whatever for the Road to Top 10 in ORAS NU. One thing I love about the Road to Top 10, I typically get annoyed because I get hacked. And that just makes it so frustrating when you have a goal. But one thing I do like about the Road to Top 10 is that it just gives me a bunch of teams in all these tiers, and I get to play them. Now, I do have Scarf Scyther, which I am just going to lead off with because, like I said, it is Scarf. I get off the U-turn on pretty much everything. I don't even need to be Scarf in this game, I think. But, I also have Reversal just in case he gets up rocks because this lets me hit a weakened Regirock, Steelix, and things like that. But I'm definitely going to U-turn on out of there. I said does so much damage, good lord. And I want to go out to my Regirock just to get on my hazards. I don't know if he has like random counter. Alright, this is a threat, huh? We're Thunder Waving you though. We're Thunder Waving the hell out of you. I do have Taunt on my Skuntank so I can deal with him. As I guess he was going for the para too. He actually has a Lumberry, not the Eviolite, so that makes him a ton easier to deal with. I'm 100% going for the Thunder Wave one more time. I don't care. I need this thing paralyzed. This thing is actually a threat to me. And we can get up our rocks right here. If I was him, I would go out to Claydol instead of spamming Body Slam. Obviously, we still are a bit lower on the ladder. I tested the team once. It did pretty well. A little bit weak to Dual Dance Rhydon if it has Mega Horn, because then it's not Dual Dance, obviously. But I should be able to even whittle him or wear him down with the Drain Punch just because he's not a Violet. Look at that. He's still a baby. Doesn't know what he's doing. He's still a baby. We're just going to Drain Punch again. He does actually have the Slack Off. Okay. So I just wanted to confirm that he had Slack Off right there. And what I can do is go right on to CB Torterra and destroy this guy with a Wood Hammer on his full pair. Insane. Insane. Now, I'm going to go right for the Earthquake. It's just my best play. It has the accuracy over the drop in HP. So we can just definitely Quake again. And look at that roll. I don't mind sacking Torterra for this, though it was definitely useful. I can now go out into my, I can now go out into Scyther and click Knockoff, I think. Yeah, because I do have Lumberry to deal with the Dino. And I like Knockoff because it forces Kling if it wants to come in to lose its item. It also gets rid of the Vigoroth right there, even if it didn't have an item. I mean, there's no way Vigoroth at 6% live a knockoff from Scyther. Scyther has pretty decent attack. So Kling does come out. And what I can do is just go for Knockoff again to put him in range of the Vacuum Wave most likely. As at this point I am going to go directly into my Poliwrath. As he shift gears again. So like I said, he is in range of Vacuum Wave plus the Wild Charge if he does have that. Otherwise Vacuum Wave is going to 2 KO anyway. As he does have Return, this is definitely not going to kill. This is Poliwrath we're talking about. And I would definitely take that damage from my Scyther. And we're 100% going for Vacuum Wave again. I was about to Scald, predicting him to want to switch out maybe to Claydol to resist it. But there's no way I'm risking that at this point. He's +2. Well, +4 speed, but +2 attack right there. So Poliwrath checking the team, putting it on his back. I even could have went out to Poliwrath directly on the Vigoroth, but I didn't want to risk him Body Slam paralyzing me. Once I saw Body Slam, I mean, I played around with Body Slam, so I definitely know how threatening that is. Now, he does have a few plays he can make right here. Vivillion's probably the best one, though, as what I can do is go right out into my Xatu if he wants to Quiver Dance up or even go for Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder doesn't affect me, and yeah, no reason not to fire off a Heat Wave right here. I live a Hurricane. Even if he wants to confuse me, I get to kill him with the Aerial Ace after, and he doesn't have Aerial Ace resistances anymore, so Vivillon is going to go down. Kecleon is going to come out. Top Keck indeed. I'm just going to roost up on his Shadow Sneak. I think I take it, actually. No, I don't take a Shadow Sneak. I don't take a Knockoff. No, it becomes Stab. And he's actually Life Orb at that. So, you know who gets to come out now, though? That's my boy Skuntank. Nah, I don't have to go out to Skuntank right now. I'm actually going to go out into my Scyther because Scyther gets the Aerial Ace and get this kill. It's definitely going to do 62% to, well, definitely, obviously not now, but it will definitely knock out the Kecleon. Kecleon is known for its special defense over physical defense. And, yeah, Aerial Ace is just smart all around, as Audino is going to come out. And I do have Lumberry, Skuntank, so I'm going to go right out to that and just click Poison Jab. As he does Mega Evolve. If I were him, I probably wouldn't have Mega Evolved. But he did choose the Mega, and we could just go right for the Poison Jab. Even if he has Thunder Wave, I do have a Lumberry. He shows the Protect, so I'm thinking he's Wish, Calm Mind, Protect. And there's still no reason not to go for the Poison Jab right here. I don't have to predict the Claydol at all. I do have Defog as well, and I do threaten this thing with the Sucker Punch. I don't see an item though, so I'm thinking that he's actually Cobra Berry. Gonna make the direct switch into Scyther just because I can deal with the Earth Power. If he got up Stealth Rock, this was the best play anyway, and we can U-turn right out of there, get rid of him, as he was probably an offensive Claydol with Cobra Berry, and we can go right back out into Skuntank and just click Poison Jab twice, and that should get the job done. He can't beat me with a crit. I do have Lumberry, so if he does have Thunder Wave, I even poison him right there. Again, it doesn't matter because I'll be able to taunt him in the following turn, and he doesn't even bother protecting. So we're able to knock him out the Poison Jab, and that is going to be game. So let us look for another one. Scyther and Poliwrath. I said Whirl, excuse me. Scyther and Poliwrath definitely putting the team on its back in that game. Torterra, sorry about that, I'm just leaning back on my chair. Torterra, it's going to get some stuff done. You might be thinking, okay, why does Torterra have Facade? It's really cool because this thing can 1v1 Weezing with that Facade. It is a 2-hit KO on Weezing with rocks easily, and it's really nice because that's one of the things that stops Torterra. Not that this team doesn't deal with Weezing. It has Scald on Poliwrath, it has Taunt on Skuntank, Thunder Wave on Regirock, and obviously Xatu deals with Weezing pretty much indefinitely unless it Sludge Bomb poisons plus Pursuit Trap. But besides that, the team deals with that mon really well. Our opponent did an Alpha Sapphire run and decided to bring half the mons with him. It's a cool team though, definitely a cool team. Leading off with my Scyther because it is the fastest mon on my team as he leads off with Swellow. And what I can do is just U-turn out of there. I am Choice Scarf, unless he's Choice Scarf Swellow, which I doubt severely. I can go right back on to Regirock, get up my rocks. I live any hit from Spec Swellow or Physical Swellow. Regirock is like the all-around, actually any rock type really that's not 4 times weak to potential like HP Water, which is still going to do crap from Spec Swellow. But you can get up our rocks right here as I'm thinking that this guy gets swept by Scarf Air Lace once I get rid of the Duskull and weaken Regirock, or more so weaken Duskull and get rid of Regirock so I can sweep him with Scarf Air Lace. We're going to go right out into our Xatu since it might be weird going out to this thing on a ghost type, but considering Duskull can't do crap to me and his Psychic resist doesn't really exist, like I can U-turn on Mr. Mime, I'm pretty free to go right for the Psychic right here. He even confused himself with that, which is pretty funny. Yum. Yum. We're just going to keep spamming Psychic right now. Look at these rolls. Actually didn't do crap. Yeah, so I'm thinking I win with Scarf Cypher. That's the plan. That's definitely the plan right here. And the next time he comes in, he is going to be range of Psychic if he wants to switch out into Regirock. I mean, like I said, I only have Xatu just to make sure Regirock does not get up hazards, which it can't even beat me. Since Regirock is very, very weak. So we're going to Roost. That way his rock move won't do too much. Hopefully he clicks like Thunder Wave or something. That'd be cool. Thunder Wave himself. But what I'm actually going to do right now is U-turn it out of there into Torterra. If he wants to get up rocks, great play on my opponent's part, definitely. But I expect him to Stone Edge. And now we get to click Banded Woodhammer and get our kill. Roselia, the only mon that won't die to it, but between Skuntank, Scyther, and Xatu, I check Roselia really well. We're going right for that Banded Woodhammer. He goes out to Duskull because Duskull does have the Levitate. Yes, it does. And it doesn't matter though because I click the Woodhammer and Duskull is gone. This is going to be fun. Alright, Torterra is finally going to get to do something in this game. Nice, nice, nice. The Mime comes out. Not sure what to think of this. But I'm going to go with Skuntank because I can Pursuit this thing. Confusion. Yeah, he actually brought his in-game team. I do apologize. Like I said, we are lower on the ladder. But it's the climb, man. It's the climb. And that's not a shout out to Miley Cyrus, alright? I don't know why he has Confusion. Oh, no. Maybe it wasn't his in-game team, but he's just trying to boost a play around with Technician. Because Technician does boost Confusion and also has that chance to confuse. However, I would 100% be using Psychic anyway. It's stronger. And even though it doesn't have that chance to confuse, it's definitely stronger. And now at this point, we get to click Banded Woodhammer. Regirock falls. His entire team goes down. Let us look for another battle. That was interesting to see. Let me check how much Confusion actually has on this guy. Ooh, we got this guy. I've played him before when I was testing the team. He has Rock Polish, 3 attacks right on. Definitely a threat. Leading off a Regirock because I can Thunder Wave his Charizard if he wants to lead off with that right off the bat, which we are going to do. I'm not going to mess around with this guy. Yeah, I'm 100% like, look at that. He's Sunny Day Charizard. So 100% I am going for the Rock Slide. It does knock him out. Well, Rocks would be nice. Hopefully this Rock Slide does connect, as we don't. We do live a Solar Beam though, but he does thankfully get fully paralyzed. A little bit of immediate justice right there. We can get off this Rock Slide and knock out this Charizard. This guy has like 3 setup Mons on his team. Okay, 2. I don't know if he sub-zapped Tauros. I don't remember. But thankfully we are able to connect with our Rock Slide. No idea why he actually sacked Charizard right there, but Hitmonchan is going to come out. We don't switch into this thing very well. But I am going to go out into my Scyther on an expected Drain Punch. I didn't expect him to Ice Punch right off the bat, even though I did have Xatu. Simply because even though Xatu can come in, honestly, just the way he played his Charizard, I didn't expect him to. I expect him to click super effective moves. So we're going to go right for Aerial Ace, even though Rhydon can come in, because I know that it is Dual Dance. That is, excuse me, not even Dual Dance, it's Rock Polish. I don't think it had Stealth Rock. It had Mega Horn and Earthquake last time I played him. So Mega Horn and Stone Edge last time I played him. So we're going to go out into our Poliwrath right here as he does set up. He's one of those guys that likes to set up right away and try and plow through your team. Similar to that guy in OU. I think Johnny is his name. He has like 6 setup Mons. And that guy actually gets a majority of wins because you don't expect your opponent to want to set up in front of a counter. Yeah, but I can go right for the Scald as he actually brings out his Rotom. And my best play is by far going out to Skuntank. Skuntank's only job is to revenge kill this Rotom. I do have the Lumberry as well, and we can go right for Pursuit. And I also have Taunt to deal with anything. Like, regardless, this Rotom will be beat. This Rotom will be beat. Even if he Pain Splits, like, he can't beat me 1v1. As he does choose to go for Volt Switch. Again, it doesn't matter because Pursuit will be able to knock him out. And Rotom being gone means I'm one step closer to spamming Aerial Ace with Hitmonchan, Tauros, and Swallow. Makes it a lot easier. As Hitmonchan is going to come out, and what I can do is just Poison Jab on his Drain Punch. I mean, he's going to be taking the Aftermath anyway, as he is either near max speed or close to max speed. So, I would love to get up Rocks, but Scyther is just the best play around. And again, I'm going to make the super safe play, because I'm not going to risk U-turning and him going out to Rhydon. I have the Ultimate Check in Poliwrath at full HP, and every single time I wear down his Rhydon anyway, Poliwrath just gets to come in and click Scald. So again, I'm not gonna bother trying to predict, especially based on his first plays. So again, Poliwrath is just the best play, as he doubles out into Swallow. Ooh, really nice play on my opponent's part. However, I mean, I expect him to U-turn, but Regirock is still the best play no matter what, because I take Brave Birds, Facades, anything. We already know it's Guts confirmed. Also, he's in range of the. He is now in range of the Aerial Ace. So we're going to go for Drain Punch because I expect him to go out to Hitmonchan. Either way, I get back HP. And if Rhydon or Tauros come out, I hit those things hard anyway. This is just the best play. There's no point in getting up Rocks simply because he does have that Hitmonchan as a spinner. And the faster I weaken Hitmonchan, the less switch-ins he can bring in to threaten me. So Tauros is actually his play of choice, as look how much Drain Punch does. That is delicious damage. I'm not gonna risk going for the Thunder Wave on a potential sub. Not that it's really a risk, because he can't really knock me out. But at this point, Life Orb is gonna take him down, so I can go right for Stealth Rock. As even though it is Sheer Force Tauros, obviously Earthquake isn't boosted. I just want to say that because sometimes I get questions like why is Tauros not taking Life Orb damage or something like that. But that's, you know, just to answer that for you guys. And Rocks are now up. Best play, always Poliwrath. Always Poliwrath. As that Earthquake does so much damage, good lord. But we'll be able to click Scald right here on him, as he does choose to stay in. If I was my opponent, I would have went out to Hitmonchan. That was like the ample opportunity to go out to that. Swallow's going to come out, and what I can do is just click Vacuum Wave, because Scyther is going to be able to finish off this game. He actually U-turns expecting Regirock. I had no more use in Poliwrath. Poliwrath was only there to check the Rhydon, and I can just go for Encore. It doesn't matter what move I go for. Right here, as I'm actually going to go out to my Xatu just in case he's a random Focus Sash variant. I don't want to go for the Aerial Ace, and I mean, it's not like I lose if that's the case, but Rocky Helmet knocks him out regardless, as I can go right for the Psychic. I think he might be banded then. Is he banded? I think he might actually be banded, but regardless, yeah, he's definitely not Assault Vest. Yeah, that looks like banded damage. That did way too much. He froze me, Adrian. Thaw. Yeah. That's what happens when you go right for U-turn. Get on out of there, bro. And the battle is gone. Let's go. So he froze me. That's how you thaw, guys. That's how you thaw. You yell thaw at the screen. This guy has a really, really solid team. I see that because, one, this team wasn't made for Aggron at all. This team was made pre-Aggron. And two, Bandit Ninjask is annoying. So is Aggron. Holy crap. But I have Vacuum Wave into Regirock. So Regirock is the best lead because it deals with Ninjask. If it wants to SD pass, we're going to get up our Stealth Rock though and hope he's banded. He can't, thankfully because of Baton Pass clause, he can't pass speed and other stats. So he can only pass speed or an SD if he's like Infiltrator. But I'm thinking he's banded. We're going to get up our rocks regardless of what he wants to do. He has like 3 potential rockers on his team. 4 actually, because Auroras, Claydol, Aggron, and Nosepass all get it. Regirock is going to be pretty key in this game though. It checks Ninjask, checks Auroras, checks Charizard. Honestly with Drain Punch and yeah, pretty much his only way of beating this Mon, like outright, is Claydol. So that looks like banded damage because we are max defense as Claydol is going to come out. Good play on his part, definitely going Claydol. And what I can do is go out to my Xatu just in case he wants to get up his rocks right here as he rapid spins anyway. So it doesn't make a difference. Xatu is just the all-around wall. And we are going to go for U-turn because he has like 3 rock types that can safely come in on this thing. I'm expecting maybe an Ice Beam then if he stayed in with Claydol. Gets up screens. I'll taunt you. Though Earthquake is an option, I'm definitely taunting him. And we could just go for Pursuit from here. I expect him to switch out. I think he's the dual screen set, so Ninjask does choose to come out. I can taunt this as well. And we already confirmed it was banded, but I just wanted to like, though I wanted to go with my gut, taunt is just the best play. As oh my god, this monster comes out. We're going right out to Xatu, man. We're breaking that that sturdy. I do have Regirock, but I want to break his potential sturdy, though I think he has Rock Head. Xatu doesn't have too much use in this game, and it looks like he does have the Rock Head right there, but we are able to at least get that out of here, break his potential. He doesn't have sturdy, but like I said, we're able to break it if he potentially had sturdy. And what I can do is just go for my rocks. I take this guy on anyway. I'm pretty sure he's banded. He could be Rock Page, of course. But regardless, getting rid of the light screen turns, forcing Claydol in, I think is the superior play over anything else. So I definitely want to go for that. And again, Regirock puts in so much work versus this guy as he does go right for Heavy Slam. Looks like he realizes that he is indeed not heavier than me. So we can Drain Punch right here, get a bit of HP back if he wants to stand. I mean, it is 4 times effective, so that doing 42% is nice damage. And what I do want to do is, he can't even go Claydol here, can he? No, because rocks are up. I'll just go for Drain Punch. Yeah, because rocks are up. So that doesn't make a difference. He goes Ninjask again, which I don't mind. What are you going to do, dig? I keep spamming Drain Punch because Claydol does go down. I mean, X-Scissor does damage, but if this guy I might be able to sweep a reversal. That's so cool. Alright, so what I'm thinking about doing is actually sacking my Ninjask. To put him in range of, how much speed does he have? 460? 339 Scarf should be better. He's in range of Vacuum Wave anyway. So let me go out to Poliwrath. I kill him with Vacuum Wave right here. And I also kill Claydol with Vacuum Wave at the range of HP it's about. So Vacuum Wave does knock on Ninjask. Because I was thinking was going Scyther and going for U-turn. That way next time I come in and I have 1 HP to go for reversal. But I think this is the all-around best play. And if Claydol does come in, I should be faster anyway. Pretty sure Vacuum Wave will kill it at the percentage is at. And plus Poliwrath just puts in so much work. Probopass does come out. We're going to hit this Focus Blast right here. No, I lied, guys. As he's able to Volt Switch on out of there. And that looks Specs as hell. Holy crap, is that Specs. That did too much damage. But he's closer and closer to being swept. By Scyther. I'm really hoping he's actually not Hail Auroras. That he's the refrigerate variant. So my best play is going out to Regirock. I take an Air Slash, Fire Blast, anything he wants to go for. And right now we are going to go right for the Rock Slide because it does knock out Claydol if he chooses to go out to that. I mean, it doesn't matter if he goes Nose Pass anyway, Pro Pass, excuse me. And we're also faster than his Aggron if I wasn't mistaken. Pretty sure we were last time. So we'll be able to get back even more of our HP. Charizard comes in at 1%. That doesn't, Claydol comes out, but that doesn't matter at all. Because Rock Slide does knock it out at 8%. I'm pretty positive. Good boy. Ah, goodbye, Clado. So we can get up our rocks again if we want to. As Probopass is going to come out. I mean, I am going to get up my rocks now. Because the best thing you can do is like Specs, Flash Cannon, or Earth Power. And we'll Drain Punch you. Yum! That did damage, man. We take those. I went out to Scyther just to get it that 1 HP that I want. So we'll be able to go for U-turn. Next time we come in on reversal. Torterra the best play? No. Poliwrath is the best play. Because we can click reversal. We also lose if, I mean, it dies to Vacuum Wave anyway. And so does Charizard. But we lose if he's like Hail and then Charizard comes out. But anyway, we're able to knock him out right there. Auroras is going to come out. He's not Hail. Nice. Vacuum Wave. No! I probably knocked him out anyway, so maybe this wasn't. I wanted to win with Scyther. What are you doing? You didn't win anyway. So, Poliwrath unfortunately is able to win that game. Not what I wanted. I definitely wanted my my Scyther to win with reversal. But we got a Sand team, really cool Sand team. Maybe Sandvale Cacturn, potentially. I don't know. Again, Scyther is usually my play of choice versus this team. Very fast. He has two. Well, he does have Sand Rush on. Have fun. He does have Sand Rush on the Sand Slash. However, Torterra is going to get a kill whenever that monster comes out. Look at this guy. I mean, he does have Sap Sipper, but I get to click Earthquake. And Scyther, again, is my best play because I can U-turn out of there versus everything. Faster than his entire team. Generally, Scyther is the lead of choice, I think, with this team. In my personal opinion. As he does lead off with Mesprit. Nice, nice, nice. We can U-turn out of there. If he wants to switch out the Hippo, that's fine. I get to bring out my Xatu and honestly get to start spamming Heat Wave. Heat Wave is the best play because it hits Mesprit as well as the Cacturn, which is something I don't want to let in. I could U-turn as well, but I also don't want to risk him clicking Stealth Rock and being crazy. Goes Gastrodon. As unfortunately I miss. That doesn't matter. And I could just U-turn out of there. With the Sandstorm up, I mean... With the Sandstorm up, Regirock takes any hit anyway, so I'm actually tempted to go out to Regirock just because I can get up my rocks. And I also don't want him Scald Burning my Torterra. Yeah, I'm getting up my rocks at Regirock. Yum! That did nothing. My boy Regirock is the king. Alright, so it's confirmed that he isn't Specs in any sort of way. And Drain Punch just to get off a bit of damage because Torterra can come out after. And get this nice kill, this young kill. I do want to go for Wood Hammer, but he could have Sap Sipper Buffalon. I mean, I deal with it technically, but I'm going for Wood Hammer anyway. No, it is Sap Sipper. Well, that's unfortunate as hell. I think Skuntank is the better play than going out into my my Xatu because I 100% get rid of him due to all that recoil. And now Scyther can come out. I'm pretty sure we can still win this game. And now Scyther can come out and just click Aerial Ace. Sand is going to end soon. Buffalon now goes down to any attack, unfortunately except the Wood Hammer, but it does go down to Earthquake. And also he doesn't appreciate switching into Scarf Aerial Ace at all, bar the Hippopotas. Excuse me, Hippopotas. He might be Assault Vest Gastrodon, but next time I'm going to go right for the Psychic, and it might be able to 2-hit KO. So, a couple mites here going on. I do like the fact that Poliwrath, once Gastrodon is gone, pretty much kills everything with Vacuum Wave and Focus Blast and things like that. He does go out to Hippopotas, as Sand is going to end, and because it was also 8 turns, we 2-hit KO. So nice. We get this nice 2-hit KO. He can't even switch into anything because with rocks, everything is 2-hit KO'd by this. And now his Sand is gone. Sorry about that. Just like hit my my mic. But we're gonna go out to Xatu because we prevent rocks as he gets up Sandstorm. So weakens himself. And I just spam my Psychic right here. Buffalon is gonna be able to come out. However, ooh, I guess he's Smooth Rock. That's interesting. I mean, I literally had one use for this thing, and that was to prevent rocks. And I even get a crit on him. So he takes, ooh, Rocky. Ooh, nice damage. Nice damage. We're going to hit him a Roost just in case he doesn't choose to attack us. He actually goes for the Double Pursuit. Gets another crit. I don't think it matters, as we can Roost off. I think he's Banded, actually. Yeah. So we're able to waste a couple turns of Sandstorm right there, as Hippopotas is going to come out. Now, I do knock this thing out with Psychic, so I am going to go for it. I also knock it out with Heat Wave, so I'll go for that instead. Pretty sure Heat Wave knocks it out. Mainly I went for Heat Wave because if he went out to Cacturne right there, I want the switch on him, as Sand Slash is going to come out, and I can just Psychic on this thing. He wants to go for SD, it really can't. He's going to be taking Life Orb damage as well. I'm also pretty sure that Scyther outspeeds him. I'm actually positive Scyther outspeeds him. So we'll go out to Scyther. We can just U-turn out of there. Best thing he could do is what? Knock me off Stone Edge. So Poliwrath is the play of choice as he goes for Rock Slide. And now, my friend, you are in range of Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave. So Sand Slash is going to go down. Good boy. Gastrodon comes out. Hit the thing with a Young Focus Blast. Pray it connects. As we do. On his Earth Power. And what we do, or what we are going to do, excuse me, is lock him into Earth Power with the Encore. That way, I can now go for the Aerial Ace and win the game. Because Aerial Ace knocks out Gastrodon, he's locked into Earth Power. It also knocks out the Cacturne if he wants to go to that. So obviously, if he's still Sandvale and gets up an SD, we can lose. That's one of the things that can lose the game right now. But we're going to be able to knock out the Gastrodon. Let's hope he is, I'm pretty sure he is Sandvale, but he might actually be Water Absorb as well. But let's hope we do connect with this. Come on, buddy. Sucker Punch does not knock us out. And did I just say Sandvale when I'm using Aerial Ace? Good game, dude. I don't know why I said Sandvale when I'm using Aerial Ace. My bad, guys. My bad. Sometimes I'm tired, okay? Alright, forgive me. Let's look for one more battle, as we're at 27 minutes, so this is definitely a good time to wrap it up. My bad, guys. I'm used to being hacked. Yo, I played Black and White, okay? You can't... I played Black and White and I played DBP before Sandvale was banned, alright? You can't blame me for being paranoid about Sandvale, alright? I faced Gliscors. I played Brit Scores in Sandvale. I played Sub-SD Acrobatics Gliscors. Those things were broken. I'm so glad Sandvale got banned in both of them, though. Rest in peace, Frostlass, since it wasn't just Sandvale, but it was also Snowcloak. So, rest in peace, Frostlass. Never had a chance, buddy. Let's check where we are on the ladder. Shut up, chair. My DX Race is right here, too. I don't know why I'm not sitting on it. Alright, we got another game. This guy's team is really sick. Looks really solid as well. I want to lead off with my Scyther because, again, U-turn out versus his entire team. Ladder. Are we on? No, we're not even on the ladder yet because the bottom is 1400. We're almost there, though. But Scyther's the best play. I U-turn out. I'm faster than his potential Scarfers, which are literally just Magmortar. Everything else on this team doesn't look like it will be Scarf. And I get to U-turn. I get up Rocks versus him pretty easily versus Magmortar and Liepard. But he does have that Spinner. I do have a Defogger as well, so I'm not too worried about that. Torterra could be a threat, but between Scyther and Xatu, I think I'm okay. Also, Torterra does look like a Stealth Rocker, so... I mean, Rhydon looked like that last guy's Stealth Rocker as well, but that guy definitely wasn't Stealth Rock Rhydon. He was just RP Megahorn. Like I said, I faced him before, so I knew that he was RP Megahorn, unless he was Stealth Rock on it, but he showed Earthquake as well as, you know, Stone Edge in another game we played. So... Again, I don't see anything wrong with leading off with Scyther this game. Let me think about game plans. I spam Scald with Poliwrath. His best switching is Lantern always. Everything else doesn't appreciate Poliwrath at all. Vacuum Wave, Water Move. I mean, even Specs Thunderbolt. It might not be able to knock out Poliwrath. And then even Scald Burns. Scald Burns is probably going to be really nice in this game. Lantern isn't my... I don't have a best switching or a great switching for it, but maybe I'll be able to show off the Torterra set in this game as well, as long as lexical analysis is done, like analyzing this game, and decides to go for, you know, a potential play, because that would be great, because I'm just talking to these people, and I don't necessarily want to pause it, because in OBS you can't really pause, so whenever I say I'm going to pause it, guys, I actually just make 2 videos and just connect them. Come on, lexical analysis. Friend, you here? Buddy? Amigo? Ally? Enemy. Anime. An enemy. I was a anemone. Yo, I love SpongeBob, man. Alright, if you didn't grow up watching SpongeBob, I saw the first episode of... I feel so privileged. I saw the first ever episode of Ed, and Eddie. Saw the first ever episode of Pokemon when it aired. Saw the first ever episode of SpongeBob when it aired. I still remember, guys, watching them all. I feel so privileged being a 90s kid, man. I really do. But it looks like this guy's going to time out. And as much as I hate to end it right here, I honestly have to start getting ready to head to class. I'm actually really late. I should have already been in the shower 20 minutes ago. But I think that's going to be the end of the part 2 of the ORAS NU Road to Top 10. Let's just see where we are on the ladder. We are 1380, so it's definitely the climb. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. I appreciate any comments, any support, shares on Twitter, all that stuff. It honestly helps my channel grow a lot, and I wouldn't be where I am right now on YouTube without you guys. So thank you so much, guys, for that, and I'll see you guys later. Cue the outro.